some things, and it took me a long time to get here. Hello, so I have a quick story time before I get into the camp trip. The lady that I'm following right now, she invited me here, and I had just met her a few days prior. She walked into my place of work and we had a conversation. One thing led to another. Her and her family decided to go camping and she invited me, and I'm here. I trusted the situation. I felt like it was aligned, and I just felt like this was perfect timing. As soon as I get there, I unpack everything, I organize everything to make sure that me building this tent, I am doing it the smart way, not the hard way. And organization is key. So I start off with the floor of the tent, making sure that it is secure. This is the most important part of building the tent, because if the floor isn't secure, then the rest of the tent will be off balance. So I make sure this is secure, this is right. And from there, I can finish building the tent, and that will consist of me putting this long pole in the center to raise the ceiling. This tent is pretty easy to build, but this is the hardest part of building the tent because the tent is very heavy. So once you put the middle part in where the pole is, you have to do a lot of lifting and you have to hold it. So the children, the family that I met, her children begged to help, and honestly I needed that help because I've never built this tent by myself. So I didn't really know how I was going to do it, but I'm glad they were there. And once the tent was able to stand, I expanded the walls of the tent by taking a string, pulling it through the loop, and driving the nail into the ground. And once I did that, I was pretty much ready to do that with the rest of the walls of the tent. The little ones definitely helped me by gathering my nails and bringing them to me. So I did save a lot of energy, more energy than I would have used had I built the tent myself. So I was very appreciative of that. After expanding the walls of the tent, I had to kind of go over it because I didn't really expand it the way I wanted to. And y'all, let me tell you something. It took so much to get the nails out of the ground that Mama Bear had to come over and help me. And look, mothers are strong because it took everything in me, and she came over and just grabbed it out of the ground. But here's the tent. Here's my space, and as you can see, the walls aren't as expanded because this tent is very big, but it is hard to expand the walls of this tent, so I had to redo it. And now you can see that it looks much bigger, and it could be even bigger than this, but y'all, I don't have the power and the muscle. It takes a lot, honestly, but it's okay because I got enough space that I needed. Here's my hammock chair, and here's my bowls and dishes. I didn't bring a lot of food because I'm only staying one night. I definitely made sure my setup was comfortable enough for me to enjoy the night. Here's my bed, here's my clothes, and I have everything I need. I am ready. I am just setting up my walkie-talkie so that I have signal at all time. You know if you know.
Can mean that's enough.
That's enough. Thank you.
Yeah. Mom, look. Mommy, do you want to hold my hand back? Mom, look. I got 3 candles. Thank you. Sweet chocolate.
Yeah. I had a great time. This is the family that I met. This is their area. That is the area where I mentioned I didn't know those people, and that's kind of what creeped me out because they are mad close, but it's okay. I survived the night. It rained all night, so my tent was wet, and honestly, I was ready to pack up and go. I had my boots ready, and I got in that dirt and I packed my tent. But as you can see, the tent is ready to go, and y'all, this tent is heavy, but it's a good workout. I definitely had to pick me some flowers for my oil before I left out of here. And I had to stop and say goodbye to my friend before I left. And obviously, I got his permission before walking into his space because I didn't know what type of horse he was, and his nose is bigger than my face. So I had to make sure we had a clear understanding, and we definitely did. He was so kind and sweet and gentle and friendly, and honestly, my heart felt light after walking away from this horse. After my brain released enough dopamine, I left and said goodbye to my friend, hoping to meet this horse again one day.